Welcome to North Dakota State Stadium. It's the Fresno State Bulldogs and the North Dakota State Bison. Reese Davis along with David Pollock and Jesse Palmer will hear from Holly Rowe in a bit down on the sideline. Fresno State will kick it off and we will be underway. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And North Dakota State will have the football first as their offense heads onto the field. And they've got the veteran, this senior quarterback, to guide the ship. Tough day in that last loss, threw a couple of interceptions and did not throw a touchdown pass. Using his legs, it's Scott. Nifty run there, pickup of 6 out to the 25.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
They'll keep it on the ground. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. They'll run play action. On the run, still looking. Gets rid of it. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick.
That is the perfect start for a defense that has really struggled against the pass this season. They're in the bottom portion, okay? Have struggled, but opening drive, making a statement. Maybe this creates some momentum. Maybe this turns the tide for this defense.
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
They'll keep it on the ground. Not much room to run. Let's give him 1 to the 33.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Unloads to the wideout. Finds space on the right. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
He'll do it himself. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or 2.
The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Fresno State. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time.
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. And no chance at a return here. They'll start. Drive at their own 25. North Dakota State sends the offense out ready to get things rolling on this drive. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Takes the handoff. It's Scott. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Brown wants to pass. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
I think a lot of fans were hoping that this offense maybe made some adjustments considering how much they struggled the last time they took the field. And early in this first quarter, it still seems like they're trying to iron some things out, just not clicking the way they need to be.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. They bring the punter onto the field now. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Just needs a crack to get a return. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. Fresno State takes over and the offense will go back to work. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. From the gun, running back on the move. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
They're lining up on 1st and 10 from the 38. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. Following the completion, we get a stoppage to check out the injured player. And the Bulldogs can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Got a man, it's Freeman. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Here we go. Ready.
They're going back to the ground. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. That is the senior running back who's slow to get up. Holly will keep an eye on things on the sideline for us. Fresno State back to work with a fresh set of downs. Gives it on the option. Touchdown, Fresno State. Excellent pass by the back on the option. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
And the extra point is good. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. North Dakota State sends the offense out ready to get things rolling on this drive. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Brown will throw it. Got it set up on the outside. He makes the stop, but a nice pickup there on 1st down. Leaves them in 2nd and manageable. Less than a yard to go to pick up the 1st down. On the option. Now the pitch. And the 4th option there is to throw it in reverse, and that's what happened on that one.
Really good job by this defense, understanding responsibility football, playing the 1st option, playing the 2nd option. There was absolutely nowhere to go. Nice job being dialed in exactly where the ball was going and how to get him to the ground.
Finds his big tight end. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. Let's see how successful they'll be on 1st and 10. Caught behind the line. It's Collins. Trying to hit him with a quick game on 1st down and nothing doing there. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? That's the end of the period. Fresno State has the lead. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Back to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Collins. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
Every drive is obviously important, but now that you've dug yourself a hole, this offense, they need to score here. Like, before the half, they need to move this ball down the field. Nice job in the passing game. Got to put a few together. Need to get some points to cut into this lead right before the half.
Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Brown wants to pass. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. Got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field, and that's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time, that's what forced the incomplete.
Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Scott. There's a little room there. And he's wrestled out of bounds after a nice pickup.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got to be able to score points on this drive.
1st and goal, and this feels like their chance to make a game of it. Makes the grab on the left. And he will take it in. Touchdown, North Dakota State.
And they cap off the drive with a touchdown, throwing the football. In the last play, they got the explosive. They get right back to the line of scrimmage and dial up another one. Great work by the quarterback and his target being on the same page. These last 2 plays, throwing the football, man, it doesn't get any better than that.
Out of the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work now. The give on the option. Strong run to get it out to the 21-yard line. A pickup of 6.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
So what do they have for 3rd and short from their own 23? They'll try to run for it. They get him down, but they'll mark it beyond the line to gain. It's 1st down, Fresno State.
I think to be a good 3rd down offense, guys, you've got to be able to run the football. You're going to come upon these 3rd and short situations multiple times throughout the course of the year, but you've got to be able to get push up front, and it helps when you have a talent like that to turn around and hand the football off.
Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Caught in the backfield. It's Freeman. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a 1st down.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling good plays. The quarterback and his unit is executing. And this defense right now, they have no answers.
Could be an alley. He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense. Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Upstairs, he's got it. There he goes. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Snags it, and he's open. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Motion from the wide receiver. Martin back to pass. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
And that's crazy. 1 second you're the offense and you're thinking second and inches, we're taking a shot, we're in a great spot. And then you give up a sack, and now all of a sudden you're in third and long and you're thinking, uh-oh, we got to convert this, but we're giving the ball right back to our opponent.
Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
And I like this offense. I like watching it, man. They find a way to make plays and spread the football around. But I tell you what, I think this QB has an eye for this guy because that's 3 TDs now in 4 games. He wants to find him to make plays, really starting to trust that receiver out wide.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return. Where he stopped. North Dakota State sends the offense out, ready to get things rolling on this drive. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He might want another play. Motion from the wideout. Jet sweep to the receiver. Stuffed on back-to-back plays. He got nothing, and now they're looking at 3rd and long. Timeout called by the Bulldogs. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The last 2 runs went headlong into a brick wall. Now 3rd and 10.
Blue 22. Blue 22. Play. Rock. Where did he go?
Brown will throw it. Looking down the middle. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. The punt team makes its way onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. That's usually prime return position, but he'll make the fair catch just outside the 40. The Bulldogs offense is on the field, ready to get this drive cranked up. First play of the drive comes from the 41. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. Trying to save time on defense, they use their second timeout. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this third down play. Third down following the sack by the D. These corners going to give them some space. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. Wanting to stop the clock on defense, they use their third and final timeout. Gives him a little time to dig deep in the play sheet and figure out what to do on fourth down. He'll try to make the catch in traffic. They stop him immediately, flying down the field and get to him before he can even get started. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
They'll move the wide receiver. Brown wants to pass. Got it. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line.
And the offense showing off the short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this momentum.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Plucks it out of the air. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. To the ground to try to move the chains. He'll be stopped short. It'll bring up fourth down as this defense makes a play. Now Fresno State calls its second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Kick is in the air. Here's the fair catch, and he'll make it close to the 20-yard line. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David is sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the second half.
Backed up now, here's second and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. This time he's got it. He'll be forced out of bounds right at the 30-yard line as they try to grind out some room.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be third and short. Martin will throw it. Bringing the heat. Lets it fly. It's caught. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they're on the move. The Bulldogs will snap it on first and 10. Wants to throw it again. He finds a dead spot in the middle. Finds a crease at the 20. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. One snap coming before they head to the locker room. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. And the field goal unit is on the field. Splits the uprights. Good. But wait a second. There's a flag on the field. Let's check that one out. This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. One more snap coming before halftime. To the air on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Scott. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. We played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. He'll put toe to leather and get this second half started. He'll bring it out. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And so the Fresno State offense comes out onto the field. They start this third quarter with the lead, but they might want to think about shoring up that protection.
Yeah, the good news is you're leading on the scoreboard. The bad news is your quarterback doesn't feel like it because you can't protect him. So, David, adjustments in pass protection, that has to be something they were talking about here at halftime.
100%. Just you can't get him hit that much. He's still doing a good job delivering the football, but if you keep hitting the quarterback enough, man, they'll start to see ghosts, they'll panic, and they'll make some of those mistakes.
He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. So they're facing third and short from the 25. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Martin back to pass. Fires to the wideout. Got his man downfield. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. And the Bulldogs come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. From the shotgun, the inside give.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hands, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about him.
And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. How aggressive might this play call be on third and short from the 46? They'll try to get it through the air. Bought a little time, lets it go. Can't make the grab in this offense, which has been brilliant this season on third down. Doesn't convert this time. Fresno State will have to punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And they'll keep it away from the return man as the punt goes out of bounds. North Dakota State sends the offense out, ready to get things rolling on this drive. He gets it up close to the 25, out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 24. And now on second down for this offense. Quarterback may change this route. Looking for space, it's Scott. He's knocked down behind the line of scrimmage again, and this just hasn't been his day. Nowhere to run.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
Brown will throw it. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. And they'll get him down after a solid return. This offense has it with really good field position. Out of the gun to give to the back. They'll give him 4 on the pickup at 2nd and 6. Fresno State working from the red zone. The give to the back. Nowhere to go, and he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 4 in there, basically right back where they started. And the last thing they need is to squander this great field position facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabs it in the middle. He can't find enough room. Stopped at the 17, and it brings up a 4th down. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. And he'll try to keep that smooth leg swing going for the 2nd time today, this one from 34 yards out.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
Can't make contact with the kicker like that. A costly special teams penalty. You've got to know your path in front of the kicker. Offense comes back on the field. Trying to find the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldog! And the beatdown has ensued. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead.
And it started with their offense. They put them in a bind, man. They're already trailing, needed a good possession here in this 3rd quarter to cut into the lead. What do? They turn the football over, short side of the field. Their defense doesn't hold, and this game is getting out of hand.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. North Dakota State sends the offense out, ready to get things rolling on this drive. They've got a long road ahead of them if they want to get back into this game, but they have to get to work on this drive. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. And this offense just can't afford not to get the 1st down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Brown wants to pass. Got the big pause on it, but couldn't hang on. Instead, it'll be 4th down. Here comes the punt team. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. A low line drive and not his best work. A fair catch is called for and made just across the 50-yard line. Fresno State takes over and the offense will go back to work. It's a draw. It'll be a gain of 6. Sets up 2nd and 4.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
6-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and 4. Looking to fire. Got his man on the right. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. Passing game kept the drive moving. Here's 1st down. Makes the grab. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Got it behind the line. It's Freeman. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. 3rd and 8. When you play receiver for this guy, you better be ready to catch the football. He spread it all over the place through the first 3 periods. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. After swapping into the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. Martin will throw it. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. One drive is already ended with a field goal. They'll try to do it again, this time a rather long one from 46 yards out. Just drives it between the uprights. And that lead grows even bigger.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
On the move from inside his 5. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stopped right there. North Dakota State sends the offense out, ready to get things rolling on this drive. We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. Snags it, and there's running room. They finally make the stop, and the defense out of sorts against that Wildcat, and they give up a big play.
It's so important this offense is able to get this guy the ball in space, especially in the perimeter of the field. And I love that last play call because he's able to get outside and use his speed. To me, that's where this guy is his most dangerous.
Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
Man, how about this offense, man? It's been a rough day. You're getting beat down. You're trying to find some kind of momentum late in the game to build something off of, and you give up another sack.
He'll take the deep shot. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. And after that interception, things quite comfortable. Big lead, clock winding down. They should be able to take care of business here. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
He stopped for no gain again. Back-to-back runs, and they have nothing to show for it except facing a 3rd and long. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Martin back to pass. Here's the pressure. Tight end finds a soft spot. And they'll pick up the 1st down and mark it at the 47. Fresno State back to work with a fresh set of downs. Rides to back and leaves it. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Well, giving away 5 on the false start certainly doesn't help anything. 2nd and long coming up. Oh, maybe a crease. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
Really nice awareness by that guy, too, because it looked as though his momentum might carry him out of bounds, might stop the clock, but he knew to get down. He was fighting to make sure he fell down in the field to play, and as a result, the clock keeps ticking.
Leaves it with the back. Nice job to pick up the 1st down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
I think one of the biggest reasons why the scoreboard looks the way it does is this offense has been dominant on third down. They have found a way to stay on the field. They do it again here late, running the ball on third.
Oh, he's got some space. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. The Bulldogs have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. The handoff, keep working on that clock. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Yeah, and it's so nice. Don't overthink it, right? Just hand it off, get the first down, new set of downs, let's go.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. Seriously, this just can't happen. A delay of game penalty, and it is 2nd and long. Leaves it with the running back. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
And there's nothing more frustrating than when you get late in the game and you know they're running the football and you don't stop them. It's been that kind of day for this defense. They haven't played well. They're going to have to go to the well. They're going to have to figure some things out. Practice this week, I can promise you, will not be a lot of fun with these coaches.
An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. The delay of game pushes the offense back. Still 3rd down, but more ground to cover after the flag. Defense might bring the house here. Handoff to the single back. Runs through a tackle. There's some room. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head. With the clock running, this should be the final play. Guys, I'm going to tell you, I just never saw this team falling into a 3-game losing streak. They are wounded, reeling, and they've had their confidence